Greetings, citizens of Australia. We are anonymous. In Australia we are saturated with US media, and we've heard a lot of American ideas like the freedom of speech. We sometimes hear our fellow Australians speak about their right to free speech, but like the Hollywood dreams we've watched since childhood, this is a fallacy. Australians do not have the right to freedom of speech. We have never had it. The Australian Constitution does not have any express provision relating to freedom of speech. There is no list of personal rights or freedoms which may be enforced in the courts. Moves have been made towards the adoption of a Bill of Rights for Australia. Predictably, however, our government that is stalling. On the 10th of December 2008, the government announced a nationwide consultation to examine the protection and promotion of human rights and responsibilities in Australia. So the National Human Rights Consultation Committee was appointed. On the 8th of October 2009, the Commonwealth Attorney General released the committee's highly anticipated report. After widespread public engagement, the committee found overwhelming community support for a Human Rights Act. The Australian government said it would respond to the report by the end of 2009. That was 2 years ago. Amnesty International says in regard to Australia,
in recent times we have seen how human rights are vulnerable to being undermined by government policies, such as mandatory detention of asylum seekers and the sedition laws passed as part of our anti-terror legislation. There is also the potential for free speech on the internet, or in any other forum, to be censored without legal protection of our right to free speech. We are left relying on the government to protect our basic human rights, and we have no legal avenue to challenge them if they are abused. While it is marginalized communities whose human rights are most at risk of being violated, human rights of all people are in truth always at risk of being violated if not protected.
Australia is now the only liberal democracy in the world without overarching human rights protection. Even though Australia has signed all 5 international treaties that make up the International Bill of Human Rights, none of these treaties are legally binding in Australia. Despite it being 110 years since Federation, each Australian generation has plodded on, seemingly